survive, thrive, and succeed. And what exactly does that mean? What exactly does that mean? Okay, when I thought about survive, first of all, I make everything personal. So excuse me for a minute as I make this personal. When I think about surviving, I'm like, wow, surviving. I know that surviving is a concept that I hear a lot, but I don't know exactly what. I mean, because you can survive. You should be a football commentator say, I survived to the next level of the playoffs, right? You hear people say, I survived Hurricane Katrina. I survived the tsunami. I survived. And I said, you know what? I'm going to break survive now because I need to know, just from my own recollection, from my own memory, from my own mind, what survive means. And when I looked it up, it was synonymous with the word live. To live.
If what you're doing is working, if what she's doing is working, if what Malcolm X is doing is working, if what Martin is doing is working, I ain't got time to criticize Martin's philosophy over Malcolm's, over Du Bois's, over Garvey's. I'm saying you do your thing to save our community. I'm going to do mine. But I'm not going to get in a lengthy debate about methodologies because at the end of the day, 72% of our boys are dropping out of high school, and 1 out of 3 black men are in the prison. So when I'm at the juvenile detention center, and I got 4 calls yesterday from policemen throughout Baltimore that said, Ray, I got a boy. Do you want me to arrest him, or you want to come pick him up? Kids I don't know. They have fathers within 2 blocks of them that don't care. So we don't need to say, her work is great, her work is great, his work is great, her work is great. We need to do the most we can as individuals, stop worrying about what that program or this program, but face the reality. Our community is in serious trouble.
Now, for those of you who are in school, just imagine, just picture yourself at your age going to prison and being sentenced to 50 years. You will miss out on every aspect of your childhood, going to prom, going to the mall, hanging out with your friends, having your first innocent kiss, which isn't such a thing as an innocent kiss. Those are things that you would be missing out on behind the prison wall. And most of the adults that are in our system now, this is the life that they've lived. I've seen young girls come into the prison system throughout my career, 12 and 13 years old, that are now in their 30s. So it's really a sad situation. I've seen mothers, daughters, grandmothers, all from the same family, incarcerated within the same institution. And it's the same state of affairs for not just Baltimore, but throughout the United States to see this sort of thing.
Come on, y'all, be perfect with it. 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 I got a vendetta and a story to tell. It's a little bit of heaven if you're going through hell. Put your ear to the speaker. Hear what I felt. If you're feeling what I felt, then that feeling should help. Something out there, y'all. I feel it in the air. Wake up feeling perfect and take it from there. Got my heart to play and I'ma play that right. Cool with the spotlight, let it stay that right. Bring on whatever you can. I'm never gonna stop from ending to the top. Let everybody watch back this. We all deserve it. Let's work it. Got my people behind me and that's perfect.
Betty, I'm gonna ask you a question. What would I look like, or what would you think of me if you saw me standing up here with my pants hanging down here, all my underwear showing, and I'm walking around like this just to keep my pants on? Would you respect me? My beautiful young sisters, what would you think? Stand up for a second if you would, please. Yes, ma'am. This professional woman, beautiful as she is, but let's flip the script for a second. What would you think if she had a shirt with half her belly out, her pants hanging down with the thongs hanging out from the top? What would you think of her? You might still think she's pretty, but your thought process about her would be totally different. Is she respecting herself? As a young man with my as a young man with my pants hanging down there, do I have any self-respect? I pull up on a corner and the young brothers, they got the newspapers out, but they really aren't reading the newspaper. In fact, I asked one of them, I said, you know what? If you can read what's on that page, I won't even mess with you today. I don't feel like reading it. So you would rather deal with me today. I was in narcotics at the time. So you would rather deal with me today. Come on, just read what's on the paper. I'm not going to check you. I'm not going to bother you. If you read to me what's on that paper, you go about your business. He couldn't. And he had the comic section.
Is there a connection between education and criminal behavior? Okay, and I can't give the statistics off the top of my head because I should have, because I wrote it in my grant. But tell me, what do you think the connection is?
Well, the less education you have, the more likely you are to end up in incarceration.
Yes. Yes to my young people who are still here. Yes to you who said, I want education. I'm thinking to myself, and I'm saying this out loud, please take my name and number. If there's anything that I can do to help move you towards education, I was the admissions director at Johns Hopkins University, so in the business program. So please let me know. Take my name and number, and I would definitely be willing to help you. So I say that is why I came, to just offer that, because I understand, as you here understand, there is a connection between education and the criminal justice system.
What I want to say is, this is not really the place to vent. This is the place to get your numbers and your emails, and then y'all can get together and get y'all formed so that y'all can go somewhere together and give them what you got from this. Because see, what happens is we get to a point where we don't get anything done, and then people get upset, and then people start to feel like they get stabbed. Everybody has an agenda, everybody has a problem, but this is not a place to bring your problems. This is a place where you come and say, you know what, my issue can be met by that lady right there, I need to talk to you afterwards, or that detective. But you certain event, it really takes away from everything that we're doing, and it's really been nice. I mean, I've been giving this to your hand. We've done a lot of things together. This is nice, and I want to give y'all a round of applause because it's hard to get us together. When I say us, I don't mean black folks anymore. I mean adults. Because for real, I do most of my music because of adults. Adults get on my nerves. I'm just keeping it real. I don't see no bad kids. I see bad adults. Alright? Now, if we was to get in ourselves, look in the mirror, be like Michael Jackson.
Don't have respect for women. Not for themselves and not for others. But understand, this gang culture has taken us by storm. These young men are partaking in rituals that they have no meaning and they have no understanding about. They represent their hood. They'll put their neighborhood on their arm, tattoo it on their body. They don't own anything in the hood. They're not real estate agents, but they will put the tattoo on their body. In the state of Maryland, you have to be 16 with parental consent to get a tattoo. So I have a big problem with parents who bring their children up who are under the age of 18 with tattoos. I have a big problem with that. I have a big problem with that. Because I'm not so bad as a child as I am as a parent. And in doing so with investigating gangs, I investigated very aggressively. Very aggressively. I worked with the State's Attorney's Office, Julie Glass and Kevin Wilson. I worked with them very aggressively. So my thing is, if a young man wants to partake in this, I have to show him exactly what the life is now going to be that he wants to live. What happened?